What's going on, guys? What's up? So, I want to touch upon something. I'm guilty of it, and the majority of everybody else is guilty of it. Suddenly, we've become experts on this whole coronavirus thing, and it's causing a ton of division, whether you believe it's real or not. These are the facts that I've, things that I've been witnessing, people I've spoken to, whether it's going to be across the board, across the country. I'm from New York City, so the people I speak to are from New York City. A lot of elderly are getting this, a ton, mixed in with a few younger here and there. Most of these people that are dying do have pre-existing conditions. Just about everybody now is being called coronavirus, so the statistics are all fucked up. But I do know a lot of dying. That's a fact that comes from four of my good buddies that work for EMS and FDNY. That can't be denied. I've spoken to them more than one time about this. So that I know for sure. Statistics and everything else, fear being pushed by the left, possibly. Um, you know, the fact that the city's on lockdown, the states are on lockdown, it's spreading across the country, that's kind of scary. You know, I've spoken to a couple friends of mine that are nurses across the country, other places, and they're not seeing anything. So, you know, let's try not to fight about this and let's try to be civil. We're going to disagree. I had a blowout today with my sister and a couple people on my page. I'm sick of the fighting, honestly. It's not doing us any good as a movement, as a group. And all I can tell you is, please, man, take the precautions. God knows, you know, you don't want to take this home to a family member, an older family member who may have asthma or a cardiac issue, and then spread it to them and they die. Because we do know the majority of people that die are elderly. We've had a couple of people in AP, fortunately, they've recovered fully. I have a friend of mine who's from Massachusetts. Thank God she's home on oxygen. She was in real bad shape. Looks like she's recovering. We have Boris out of England, the Prime Minister. He's recovering. So there's some hope. Everybody was scared shit at the beginning. I know I was. You know, I wanted to get my daughter out of the city and come to where I am now. I'm not in New York. And I had her here with me for a week. And if anything good for me came out of this, my ex, who was laughing at me prior and seeing so much that's going on, whether it's fake news or not, over there, but it's really not because, like I said, there's a staggering amount of elderly people that are dying, cardiac after cardiac arrest, and that is factual. You know, whether it's all coronavirus related, no, it's not. You know, it's going to be mixed in there somehow. You know, somebody who had a weak immune system to begin with had, bad respiratory issues or had heart issues. You know, they get coronavirus. You know, if you can't breathe and get oxygen to your heart, to your lungs, well, you have a much greater chance of going into respiratory failure or cardiac failure. You know, and so younger people seem to be recovering real well, and that's a good thing. So, you know, I got out of here with my daughter, and my ex came and got her a week later. But now my ex, because of everything that's going on and everything she's seeing, finally she's starting to wake up a little bit, which is a good thing. I can finally get my family, my daughter and her mom and boyfriend and grandmother and my daughter's brother out of the city, which is big for me because that's what I've been trying to do for years. Get her out of that fucking shithole. It's because the panic that can ensue because of this can envelop a big place like a city. It's already started. Rioting, robberies. NYPD, they weren't even showing up for work. There were parts of the city you couldn't see a cop anywhere. And, you know, no place to have a family. But anyway, I wanted to make this video, guys. Please, let's try not to fight anymore. I'm going to back off because I've gotten involved in it quite a bit. And like I said, because I have a lot of friends, a lot of family. My team's back in New York City, so I'm, you know, very defensive when I hear people say, "Oh, it's nobody's dying." Um, in an area like New York City where everybody is so tight in the subways and whatnot, things like this, just like the flu, just like anything else like this, can spread a lot quicker. And at the beginning, hearing everything, didn't want that for my family. So anyway, just be smart, safe, wash your hands, wear gloves, wear a mask, and you know, you're Americans, man. You're free to do whatever you want, but just take the precautions because you take this home to your elderly parents or grandparents. You are putting them at risk. Have a good day.